So good morning friends. So this is another tutorial on eGranthalaya software. We are presenting for our users on YouTube channel. In this tutorial we will cover cataloging module of eGranthalaya 4.0. As usual, first you need to log in the application by typing your user code, then your password, and then enter the CAPTCHA visible in the left side of the screen. After putting all these three information, press login button, and in case you have provided all these three information correct in proper way, then you will be able to log in the application. As you know that eGranthalaya cataloging module is very important module, and most of the libraries which are using eGranthalaya 4.0, they are generally using this Rato conversion utility most of the cases for entry of the new books in the system. So today we'll cover this Rato conversion in most of the cases because this is being used by our most of the users. So elaborately we'll present how to use this utility for data entry of existing collection of the library as well as data entry of new books. Although we recommend officially that for data entry of the new books, eGranthalaya users must use acquisition module of the software. So it is advised to all our users, in case they are going to enter new books in eGranthalaya software, they should use acquisition module of the eGranthalaya, where they need to do data entry in workflow manner. They need to add new title, then they need to start the approval process, then they need to process orders and place the orders, and then accessioning. And along with the acquisition module, they need to use budget module for bill processing. This cataloging module basically was developed for existing data entry of existing collection of a library. So let us start with the Rato conversion module. To load the form, you need to press Rato conversion button in the left side under cataloging module, and here you will see there are three parts of the form. In the first part, cataloging data of the book is entered, and in the next part, that is middle part, which is optional part, you need to enter the purchasing details of particular book you are going to enter in eGranthalaya, and in the third part you need to add copies of this book. There may be one copy, there may be more than one copies, so one by one you need to add copies of the book. Here this is very important, as you know that this eGranthalaya software has been developed basically EG4, where cataloging data is shared among the libraries participating in eGranthalaya particular cluster. For example, we have hosted a separate cluster for Kendriya Vidyalaya, for example, where 56 KVs are using this cluster. So you can imagine a book is available in all the 50 libraries except 6 libraries, and the same book basically should be entered by any of these 50 Kendriya Vidyalaya library, and a single record will be created in this way of a particular book. Then their other libraries do not need to enter the cataloging record of the same book. They will use rather the existing record of that book, and then they will display the record, and they will add their copies only. So this is very important to understand. Now the question comes, while doing data entry of books in retro conversion, how you will come to know whether record of this book is already available in EG4. So I will just show you. There are various methods to know whether the record already exists of this particular book which I am going to enter. First of all, you can click this search pane and you can search, type the keywords, and you can select any of the field with other Boolean combinations and search the documents. Then you will find all records of that particular, like I have typed DDC. So there are many books starting with DDC keyword, and you can identify whether the book in question for which you are going to add the record, whether already record is available or not available. If it is available, you can just click it by clicking the edit and check whether this is the same book which you have purchased. It may be possible that this book might be available in other libraries participating in your cluster, and they have entered the record, or it may be possibility that you may be having more copies of this book and already you have entered the record. Anyhow, you need to confirm that particular book having already a record in eGranthalaya. In that situation, you display the record, and then no need of creating new record, and go to the bottom and add new copy. So add your copies here. Here you can see copies of this book available in your library. You cannot see the copies of other libraries. So this is one scenario where in case a record of particular book already there, so no need of adding new record, and then you can add your copies. Another method to find out the duplicate record or record already there is no need of going to the search pane. Just you start typing the data and system will tell you, will give information whether record is there already or not there. In case ISBN number is there in the book, then start typing ISBN number, and after typing first letter you need to just stop 1 second only. Then it will start matching the data you are typing. For example, this is the book you are going to create the record, but you can see the in case ISBN is matched, then no need of creating it. First you select whatever the matched record there. After selection of matched record, then you need to press the display record. So it will display the record of the book. Then you need to verify whether this is really the same record of the same book. If yes, then no need of creating the record again. Just go to the bottom and add new copy, where you need to type your accession number and other details, and type other details whatever you need. And please remember that few fields are mandatory. Enter class number if it is classified, number of pages, and whatever the information you are going to enter, that you should type as per the cataloging standards you are following in your library. Collection type, in default circulation is selected, but you can select whatever the type of collections where you want to put the copy of this copy of the book. Status, in default it is already available and always available, but you can select other status. Type of binding, section, in which section you are going to place the copy of this book. Accompanying materials, in case any of the materials you are receiving along with the book, you can select. Format, whether this is in print format or in other format. And then location, that means location means shelf number or almirah number. After typing this kind of data, and certainly you can type your purchasing data also. Purchasing mode, currency, how much amount, and item cost in rupees if it is in other currency. In that situation you need to give conversion rate. For example, if you select the United States dollars, US dollar, and the dollar is $56, then you need to type conversion rate of the dollar, which you can take from the bills or from your accession register. And then once you press the tab, and it automatically will calculate the amount in rupees. So basically you need to give value in both the fields, item price as well as in item cost in rupees. You can select the vendor, you can put note in case you want to write something. After putting all data, then you need to press the save new copy, and in this way you can add as many copies as you have in your library. So this was the second scenario where ISBN number was there. Third scenario is that you are going to enter a cataloging record for the book which is not having ISBN number. So you can start typing of the title of the book, and once you type first letter, you need to just stop half of the second, then system will start matching title, like here technology. Okay, if you identify this is the book, for example, then you select the title, and after selecting the title, then press display record button. So it will display record of this book. Then you can verify whether the this is the actually same book. If it is the same book, then go to the bottom and press add new copy, and add the copy, accession number, copy details, accession number, accession date, class number if it is classified, book number as per Cutter system or whatever the system you are following, pagination, collection type, status, binding, section, accompanying materials, and format, and library. This is automatically selected. If it is branch library, if you are having branch libraries, then system will give option to select the branch library. After typing the details of the copy, then you can press save new copy button, and your copy will be added successfully. So here we have given basically two kind of scenario where ISBN number getting matched, that is one scenario. Another scenario where title getting matched. In that situation, no need of creating record if record already exists. Please remember, who are going to add the record, they need to understand this particular point in eGranthalaaya 4.0. and ultimately the logic behind it that if a particular book is available in many of the libraries, then only single record should be created and other libraries should use that record for adding their copies, adding their purchasing data, etc., etc. Now third scenario is that you are having that book which is already not entered by any of the library in this cluster. In that situation, you start just typing whatever the data available on the book. For example, ISBN number is not there, then you start typing from title global impact of coronavirus. For example, this is a imaginary title I am typing. Then press tab button to go to the next field. Subtitle review book by experts. This is subtitle. If subtitle is not there, do not enter it. Then first author. So basically in e-Granthale, all the fields you need to type first letter and then stop, then it will start getting matched if it is already there. This is if same author is already name is already there, you select name of the author, no need of typing it again. Parker Jelen. So in this way you need to type authors. If already the author name is matching, select it. If it is not matching, then you need to type complete name. Author should be entered as per ACR2. Surname, comma, space and then forename. Do not put any dot, anything. And the basic funda of cataloging is that whatever information, data printed on the book, you should enter as it is. Then editor, in case editor is there, you can enter the editor name, corporate author name. If corporate author is there, enter the name of the corporate author as per cataloging standard. Edition, third edition, for example. So edition should be entered first numeric letter and then supporting, or what we call it suffix, and then ed dot. Reprint, if it reprint is there, then you should record the information here. Then publisher, basically all publishers are saved in the publisher directory. So if publisher is already there, then you need to select the publisher name, otherwise you need to type the complete publisher name. Reliable global publishers. Whatever the name printed on the book, you should take it. Place of publication, New Jersey. Country, press first letter. Year of publication in 4-digit, that is in YY format. Series, if series is there, put the series detail. Series editors, if they are there, record the name of series editors. Book, if book is available online, many of the books may be available online and you can find their URL on the book itself. In that situation, you just type the information, the complete URL address. I am putting here some imaginary publisher name. URL along with book title. Whatever the URL you find, on the book, you need to type that. Then select subject name. If subject name is not there, then you can add new subject by clicking this button, add new subject, and related class number, which is optional, keywords, which is optional, and then save it. And then you just come out it and you will find new subject here itself. Okay, then put keywords. Etc, etc, whatever you want to put. In case you have a scan copy of cover page photo, then you can select it from your local directory. If it is not there, then it may take from publisher website or from internet, some other sources. Upload content page. In case you are having a PDF file of content page of this book, you can select it and upload. In case you are this book is ebook and you are having this book in e format, then you can select the file. Then come to the purchasing data. You need to select the currency, so $35. Put whatever rate of dollar, then press tab button. Automatically system will convert it. Source, from which vendor. In case you want to add new vendor, then you can click the vendor, this add new vendor button, and then add the vendor, save it, and then exit from that pop-up window. The vendor will be available for selection here on this form. Then type the accession number, accession date, whatever date, it may be current, it may be some old. This class number is coming from when you select the subject, that is economics. If you want to make modification or you want to type some other specific number, then you can overwrite here. As per cataloging standard, you should type the pagination and book number as per Cutter system or whatever other system you are following. Other data you can select accordingly. Almirah number, 4 row, 5th Almirah, and Pehla Khana. Like that you can decide some kind of system and then save it. So record edit, and record number is 11171. So the book you have added. In case copies of this book already are also being purchased by other libraries, so they should not enter the new record. They should enter this record number. You can redisplay the record number, this record again. If you want to modify whatever modifications you want, you just overwrite and update the title record. In case you want to add more copies of this book, then press add new copy, and just because accession number is changed, other information may be same. If it is not multi-volume book, 7866 for example, then save new copy. So in this way now you have added 2 copies. On this form you can edit whatever the copies already registered and saved by your library. You can click this edit record button, then you can change the data whatever you want to and then update copy record. So to create a new record, cataloging record, to update existing record, to add new copy, to update existing copies. So everything should be done here itself. Here one thing is very important. Now this particular title was entered by this particular library. So what we have done last time, due to some problem we were facing, that if any other library in the same cluster, they want to edit the record, they cannot edit it. Basically there was an issue that many of our users unknowingly, what they were doing, they were editing the existing record, and they were basically overwriting the title, complete title, with new book's title. And in this way there was a lot of problem was there for particular library. So later we decided that whoever has created a particular record, he or she will only be able to update the record. But now suppose some spelling mistake is there, and other libraries, they identify the mistake, then we will provide basically in future we will provide one mechanism that by clicking one button, they will inform to the creator of that particular record, where they can indicate that this is the mistake, and then that generator of the record will edit the record and will correct the data. So this is in this way, this is for auto conversion. Now for creating more records or record for new book, you can press the clear button. It will clear everything, and space will be available for typing new data. So this auto conversion is very useful for creating the data in just with minimum information. And where all the three kinds of information of any book can be saved. Now next form under the module is change copy status. Basically when you add a new copy, the default status is available, but later you may require to change the status. So first of all you need to create status, new status under the system data if it is required. Here copy status is there. These status are basically library specific status. Every library need to create their own status. They need to create the status by typing a unique code and status number. After creating the status, then they need to go to the change copy status, and then they need to search the copy accession number record, for which they are going to change status. So there are various parameters specific search on this form. If you select all accession number, then all accession number will be searched by the system. So this page this form provides various options for searching the particular accession number or range of accession number, or accession number starts with some letter like that. Once you find your accession number for which you are going to change the status, then select it from right side and select the new status, whatever you want to change. Then press this button. Do you wish to update? So system is asking for confirmation. If it is confirmed, then press yes button. Then you can see here the status is changed by the system. So in this way you can see that status is changed from available to transfer. You can change the status in bulk also. If you want to change status for many of the accession number. Type all accession numbers separated with semicolon in this way, and then press search button, then select all records, and then select new status, and then press update status button, confirm yes. Then you will find that the status have been changed, but here you can check circulation status. You cannot change, system will not change if the book is issued, if it is in circulation. Now go to the other forms of the module. Stock verification form. This stock verification form we wish to cover in a separate tutorial, because where we wish to have a discussion on this form elaborately. So in this tutorial we will not cover. And generate barcode also will have a separate tutorial. E-resource manager. E-resource manager, where you can upload the e-books or the file, the digital file or e-format file of books already entered by the system. Suppose you have recorded a book in the eGranthalaya. You have created a record, cataloging record, and you are having e-file, means the book is in digital format, and whatever the file type you need to keep with your system. Then select or search a particular book by giving its required value as per the selection from this drop down. If you are having cat number, you can give the cat number or ISBN or accession. You can first search that particular book. Last, top and recently added book will be available here. So I have selected this book which we have entered just now, and suppose we want to upload ebook, that is PDF file or any other format of this particular book. Here we need to browse the file. First you need to make it sure that you are having digital file. So then you need to browse it. So I will just select one particular PDF file just as a sample, and then press upload file. So file will be uploaded here. If another file is also, there may be one or there may be more than one e-files of a particular book, means sometimes it may be chapter wise ebook file. Then accordingly you need to upload all the e-files with this title. You can see here by clicking this uploaded file, these files are there. So in this way, if you go now to search the document on WebOpec, then there you will find that link of ebooks downloading is there, where your library members can download the document. Similarly, you can delete all these uploaded files. Select these files and then press delete file button. So these files are deleted from server. So this is very easy to upload e-files of a particular book and to delete if you wish to delete the e-files from the server. Updating holding is a separate form where you can modify any of the holding data or copy data. So just type accession number, system will show you the details. Here you cannot edit the cataloging data, only holding data you can edit. So you just need to type a particular accession number, all entered data will be displayed. Then you can modify whatever you want to modify, and then update it. Then record updated successfully. And here we have given search facilities. You can filter all the accession number by various parameters, only monographs and books. Then you can select books, press search button, it will show all books. Other kind of system, accession number start with a particular letter. Accession number starts with and or and with, like that. You can select the Boolean operators, all accession number and range of accession number. So anyway, you need to search first those books which you are going to modify the copy details. Then you can press edit button and then change the data. It is multi-volume book, for example. If you want to put volume information, like that, and put the information, then update. So on this form you can edit, modify copy related details, only those fields where copy details are entered. Next form, authors directory. Although system does not give a separate space or place or form to create a separate directory of the authors, and it is basically created automatically whenever you are creating the cataloging record of any book. Whatever all authors already entered, you can see them here alphabetically, and in brackets you can find out how many copies of that particular author is there. Now you can think, what is the purpose of giving this form? Basically, purpose of creating this form in eGranthaalaya is that in case you want to modify spelling or you want to make correction in the name of the authors, you can do it here. For example, I will take Manu Bhandari as author. This Manu Bhandari is having 2 books basically as authors. So suppose you want to change its name, because you can see the entry of the name of the person is not as per cataloging standard. So if you want to change name of this author from Madhu Bhandari to Bhandari Manu, select in which records you want to make modification, all records or some particular records, and then update. System will ask for confirmation, and now you can see the name of Manu Bhandari has been changed to Bhandari, comma, and then forename Manu. So this is one way for editing all authors' name as per cataloging standards. And basically it has been noticed that most of our users, they are not following the cataloging rules while adding records in the eGranthaalaya software. So in case they find that the author name is not properly entered, so any library can modify the author's name. So this was all about important in the cataloging module, and rest of the 3 forms, stock verifications, generate barcode, and internet resources, we'll try to create a separate video with every details. So I hope that this tutorial will be useful for all our users. And in the last, so I request everybody that they should view the recording, and they should get benefit of the video tutorials we are creating for eGranthaalaya users. So thank you friends, thank you everybody.